Hi lovelies, welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I find it super educative, informative, and I decided to put it up here, where a lot has been shared about how black women or black people entirely have been treated in the healthcare system, and how people talk about how black skin is pain intolerance. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright, let's
I have had a really weird relationship with doctors ever since I found a giant lump in my throat, and the doctor told me it was probably nothing, and it turns out it was something. Black women have a history of not being treated properly or equally at the doctor. People feel like black women can take more pain than others, and for that reason their pain is not taken as seriously as their counterparts. When I found a very big lump in my throat, I did explain to the doctor, I was like, well, I have this lump in my throat, what do you think this could be? And she was like, it's probably nothing, don't worry about it. And I was 5 months pregnant. At the same time, had to go for this ultrasound around 5 months. You have to do this anatomy ultrasound between this time frame, and if you go too early, you can't do it. And so somehow I was scheduled too early for this anatomy scan for the baby. Here I am at the ultrasound. You can't do the baby's ultrasound, so I was like, hey, let's not waste this time. You just check this like giant lump in my throat. The ultrasound tech was like, did you tell your doctor about this? And I was like, she said it was probably nothing. She looked at it and she's like, okay, we're not allowed to do this, but I'm gonna do it. She does the full scan, sends it off to my doctor. My doctor calls me and she's like, I'm so glad we got this checked because you need a biopsy, and she schedules it instantly. Then she calls me another day after it's all done, the biopsy's done and everything. She's like, hey, guess what? It turns out you have thyroid cancer. I'm so glad we caught this. And then I told her, I just wanted to let you know that that wasn't because you ordered it. It was because I did. She actually almost got offended that I did that behind her back in a way. And she was like, you could have come to me again. I'm usually very generous when it comes to these types of tests. And I was like, hey, no offense, but I wasn't actually I wasn't doing this to you. Now I'm like in this position of like defending myself for doing it. I was trying to be efficient. Let's not waste this ultrasound appointment. I was 5 months pregnant with a huge thing coming out of my neck. It's like, why am I having 2 pregnancies? I have 2 balls growing on my... Anyway, I make light of this now because I've had so much time to process it. But at that time, I was like, I need help. She was really apologetic and she was really sad. And I could tell she was pretty mortified with herself. I'm totally okay with that because that just means that she'll take what people say more seriously. People don't take black pain seriously. I'm just having too many encounters like this and it's just not okay. How much you have to trust yourself and you have to advocate for yourself, and if someone is not doing what you need or what you want, then go find a new someone.
Hysterectomies are amongst the most common surgeries that are done in the United States. The percentage is much higher for African American women than it is for any other race class. This is also a problem because of the pain management techniques and thought processes that are used towards black and brown patients. My pain is actually letting up. But for the last 2 hours, I let them know that I was in pain. I went from a 6 to a 7 to an 8. I had been going back and forth to the bathroom on my own. So I decided to go to the bathroom. I fell in the bathroom, and to get the emergency pull cord, I had to do that with my foot because the cord was wrapped around a pole, which was then wrapped around the toilet paper holder. It wasn't until I fell, had a complete mental breakdown, because as a nurse, I'm not used to being on this side. And that is when they realized that, hey, maybe she's in actual pain, and provided me with pain medication. Advocate for yourself. And if you can't advocate for yourself, solicit people who love you and care about you to advocate for your pain control, to advocate for your rights at your hospital or any of your other medical needs. Because despite what the world thinks, Black women matter.
Stop scrolling and please help me spread the word, because if I've landed on your For You page, you're most likely either a Black woman or someone who cares about Black women, and the simple phrase I'm about to share could help save a Black woman's life. Doctors are to Black women what police officers are to Black men. That may seem controversial, but I believe it to be true, and I speak from personal experience. If you've seen this TikTok, you know that a 2016 study showed that 50% of medical students and residents thought that Black people couldn't feel pain the same as white people. And we learned from this video that because of a 1999 study, to this day, there's a Black correction factor for the creatinine levels in Black people's kidneys, meaning we're less likely to receive a kidney transplant if needed. So if you go to a doctor, feel you aren't getting proper treatment, or they refuse the treatment you've requested, say to them the following: I will need you to document on record that you are refusing the treatment I've requested and the reason you are refusing to do so.
So this is how systemic racism actually affects medicine. A 2016 study looked at the perceptions that medical students and doctors had when it came to African American patients. What the study found was that there were medical students and doctors who believed that African Americans had a higher pain tolerance than any other race, which is actually not true. This was a false belief that many people had. You see, you cannot quantify pain, and you can't compare pain tolerance between certain races just because it is impossible to do that. We all perceive pain differently, and we all have a different tolerance for pain, irregardless of what our race is or what the color of our skin is. But by believing that there are biological differences, many people, even doctors, believe that African Americans are able to tolerate more pain, and thus African Americans often do not get the care they deserve and they need, which is wrong.
Between 1845 to 1849, this doctor, Dr. Sims, practiced genital surgeries on enslaved Black women and children without any anesthesia. These women have now rightfully become the mothers of gynecology. 3 of these women's names are known: Anarcha Westcott, Lucy Zimmerman, and Betsy Harris. Anarcha was only 17 when she survived 30 painful and unsuccessful surgeries.
There goes the angry Black woman. These are the concluding words of a piece that was generously sent to me and written by a surgical colleague. I can't read the full piece out to you, but I've picked out a few of the bits that I think really highlight some of the problems that Black people in medicine and surgery suffer from today. What should I do when my consultant suggests that my siblings all come from different fathers? What should I do when my consultant says that he doesn't want to operate on Black people? What should I do when my consultant suggests that my family members are in a gang? What should I do when my colleagues suggest that the new Nigerian doctor has come straight off the boat? What should I do when one of my colleagues suggests that Africans are those people in dirty clothes begging for money? When one of the consultants makes racist remarks, what do I do when my consultant tells me not to take him too seriously? What do I do when I'm being told that I'm being too sensitive? What do I do when, after I raise these issues, I get told by my consultant that he will make sure that I do not get my qualification? I'll tell you what I'll do. Nothing. Because if I speak up, I'm the troublemaker. If I speak up, I'm the angry black woman. I'm just jumping on the Black Lives Matter bandwagon. I'm too sensitive. I'll complain about anything. Please don't let this become the narrative in your unit. When colleagues speak up about these issues, you need to support them. And if you tell them that they're making it up, you are part of the problem. Follow for more about racism in UK healthcare.
Like seriously, lovely, it's quite unfortunate that a lot of black women are out to share about their experiences on how they have been treated in the healthcare facility. This has become an order of the day, and it's as if it's a nightmare being a black woman and being needed to go to all this healthcare. But when you get there, the reverse is always the case. You are actually treated as if you are someone that is not important, as if your own case is not something that has to do with an emergency. Oftentimes, a lot of black women has complained the way at which these people, especially these healthcare attendants, ignore them, with the fact that they feel that with being a black person or black woman, you are capable enough to endure pain without actually knowing that this is a might. Anybody can actually, feel pain, no matter your skin color, no matter how you look. Pain is something that anybody can feel. It doesn't matter that your skin is as dark as that means that your skin is so strong, so because of that you're not gonna feel pain. Like, this is just something that I just laugh at. There's even an article that a lot of people have to bring out on TikTok of one gynecologist that used a slave girl as an experiment. After using this girl as an experiment to, bathe her without using the anesthesia, they often, just believe that black people are the kind of people that can absorb pain. That slave girl, which they use as an experiment, surviving and bearing those pain, does not actually mean that a lot of black people or black skin is a skin that can actually bear and absorb pain. These people are human. These people are the same, like they breathe the same flesh and blood as any other person. Even animals feel pain. Talk more of a human being. Like, what kind of a scenario is that have to make a lot of these practitioners to feel that, okay, these black people can actually heal on their own, even without administering any kind of medical thing. Like, there is this lady that passed, I think it's about 2 months back. Oh my goodness, she's actually 35 years old, thereabout, or 36. She has been having this, bleeding of a thing, and she complained about how she's been going to the hospitals, and these doctors keep telling her that, okay, it's actually fibroids, which is not. Like, they would just handle you so unprofessional, like as if your own case is something that, oh, you don't even need to come to the hospital. Like, they handed her, trying to tell her that, okay, you only had fibroids, and they gave her some kind of medications and all of that, and she has been battling this. She's been battling this for a very long time, up to the last 3 months where she gave up. But before then, they already find out that she never had fibroid. What she had was cervical cancer, and this is something that is actually curable as if detected, early. But all because of the negligence, coupled with the fact that she's actually a black lady or black woman, how they treat them in the medical care. She was not able to be cared enough, and she gave it up. This woman left, leaving 2 kids and a husband. And this is an example of what being a black woman have caused. There is an article that I read somewhere that the level at which these black women survive and all of that, if a black doctor, attend to you and all of that, is high compared to when a pan-colored person attends to you as a black woman. So What is all of these things that will often make these people neglect you as a black woman, most especially a black person, because they feel that, okay, you don't need any form of medication. They feel that your own case is not as serious as that of a pancreas or of a pancreas, without actually realizing that these are all human beings. These are all people that breathe, flesh and blood. There is no, like, seriously, this is just so heartening. Like, in a society, we still need to face stuff like this. Like, a doctor came out the other time. He was talking about how he feels so uncomfortable when he's attending to a black person, because these black patients often come with their phone, and when they come with their phone, they're always on FaceTime with their family, friends, and all of that, and it makes him so uncomfortable. It shouldn't make you uncomfortable, because these people are actually trying to survive, because you have given them the rooms of not trusting you. So if it's going to make, if trusting you will warrant, being on FaceTime with any trusted relation of theirs, they can go ahead and do that. You should question and give your energy more on asking, why is it that black people are treated lesser, why other people are treated better in the healthcare facility. It's not even only the patient, even the people that works. Like, they make the life of people that work in this healthcare facility so miserable. Like, seriously. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for education and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one. Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.